Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat and welcome to Sports Co na PH interviews at ngayong umaga, ngayong linggo po, November, ah, December 1 na po. Panibagong buwan ng ating pagsasaluhan, panibagong mga bisita ang ating magpapaliwanag dito sa ating mga iba't ibang mga sports at kailangan natin maaga matapos kasi papasok na tayo dito sa ating sa DWIC. Ngayong umaga makakasama po natin ngayon si Reggie Ramirez. Siya po ang gold medalist at of course, siya rin po ang uh, world record holder sa deadlift. Yan po sa ginanap na World Equip Open Powerlifting Championships na ginanap sa Iceland. Alamin po natin ang kanyang kwento at of course ang kanyang motivation para ilit nga yung of course mataas na deadlift record para dito sa competition ngayon. Good morning and welcome to Sports Corner.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo sa amin sa ating gagawing interview dito sa ating programa and I'm sure marami po tayong mga kwento na ibabahagi sa ating mga viewers natin in regards to your story about dito sa bagong world record na inyong natamo. Pero bago yan, of course, tatanungin muna kita kung kamusta na po kayo?
Ayun naman, balik training na, reset, new goal again. Ano lang.
Oo, at of course, kahit patapos ng 2024, alam ko, abala ka pa sa training dahil alam ko mayroon kayong mga paghahandaan pa ng mga competitions sa December and as early as 2025. So, ano yung mga nakalinya na yun, na mga competitions na inyong sasalihan na pwede nyo bahagi sa amin?
Next year, not so sure, nothing is certain, but tinitingnan namin yung July, Asia Pacific. So gaganapin sa Japan yon and trying to lift bigger weights there. So yun, puspos ang training. So July, Japan, Asia Pacific. Yun.
Yun. So, alam po natin yung mga ganitong competitions is gonna be helpful when it comes nga sa pag-broke ng mga bagong records, hopefully, para sa Pilipinas sa mga iba't ibang mga competitions. At over the past years, marami kang na-attain na mga bagong records na inyong nakuha being a powerlifter. Pero bago yan, tayo magpaliwanag ng gusto. So, kailan niyo po ba nag-upisa ang journey ninyo of being a powerlifter? Kasi alam natin, ang powerlifting is a strength sport. Kailangan mo magbuhat ng barbell. Depende na lang sa weight. And of course, meron tayong tatlong klase ng powerlifting, which is yung bench press, squat, at of course, yung deadlift. So, paano ba nag-umpisa ang isang Reggie Ramirez sa karera na ito sa powerlifting?
Initially, yeah, it wasn't about the sport of powerlifting, ganun. It was really actually just me being stronger or training kasi ang pinakauna kong like sineryoso before na na sport or just say a discipline is ballet. And then in ballet, you need a lot of partnering, especially sa guys, you have to lift the girls. So for the most part, pag ganon, mas mabilis talaga kasi lumaki yung mga babae kaysa sa lalaki, 'di ba? Pag pang yung growth ba, yung puberty. So lalo na sa side ko, medyo kahit hanggang nung ako 14 years old, maliit talaga ako. So kailangan ko lumakas to be able to lift the girls, which is like 1.5 times heavier than me. Though they are not big, I'm just really small. So yun, started lifting weights with my uncle. Hindi ko pa siya coach noon. He was just like really helping me. Palakasin ako. Tapos palakasin din yung legs ko kasi sa ballet, kung mapapansin mo, sobrang daming talon yan. Tapos iikot ka sa hangin, hindi ka makakaikot ng marami sa hangin kung mababa yung talon mo. So kailangan mataas yung talon mo. Hindi ka makakasplit sa hangin na ma-emphasize talaga yung form mo. Ano lang, maiksi lang yung moment mo sa hangin. So yun, ang goal lang talaga nun is palakasin yung talon ko, tsaka palakasin yung whole body ko so that I'll get better for the partnering sa ballet. Yun lang. I started at 12 years old that time. And then I stopped doing ballet. 14 years old, I stopped doing ballet at 16 kasi I can serve two masters kasi medyo mahirap yung tatalon-talon ka na sobrang daming beses, and then at the same time sobrang tumaas na kasi yung demand ng ng strength training ko when I was 16 years old kasi nakitaan ako ng potensyal ng coach ko, yung uncle ko. So yun, naging coach ko talaga siya doon. Tapos long story short, at 18 years old, yun yung first competition ko na powerlifter talaga ako. That was in Canada, Saskatchewan World Championship. So yun, nag-second naman ako sa bench doon, but the rest, unfortunately, um, sobrang hirap ng World Championship. And for my first comp, I would say that was an experience. I learned a lot and still got what we want, a medal. So I'm happy. So doon nag-start lahat yung pagiging powerlifter ko 2011.
Hindi ko alam, Sir Reggie, na nag-umpisa ka pala sa sport ng ballet. Itong si Paolo
Mm-mm.
Reggie. Pero, kamusta ang adjustment ko from being a ballet dancer? Kasi kailangan ng movement, coordination, when it comes sa
Oo.
ballet. Hanggang sa napunta ka sa powerlifting, ito a different sport naman, involving weight.
Um, Actually, yung transition ko sa ballet from powerlifting, yun yung ano, um, kung question ng lahat o nag-iisip kayo na mahirap yun, hindi actually. Kasi sa ballet, dinidevelop niya lahat ng skill set mo. So may agility, may speed, may power, okay, may balance. And then, sa powerlifting naman kasi, kailangan mo ng mobility, di ba? Kailangan mobility, kailangan ka matuto sa form. Ang ballet kasi ang taas talaga ng accuracy niya sa lahat ng gagawin mo. Walang your own style. Sa ballet, anong sinabi sa libro, yun lang yung susundin mo. Ganun siya ka-stricto. So, actually, sobrang laki nga ng tulong ng ng ballet sa akin. Sinabi ko na to before na I am really thankful to my coach sa ballet na was patient to us boys, naturuan kami paano maging graceful. So, pagdating sa ballet, alam mo naman maraming form yon, may form dito, may form dyan, may skill set din. Sobrang laking tulong, as in. Kaya mabilis yung progress ko dahil nga yung katawan ko was trained well to do or to execute moves to the point kung ano yung kailangan. So, yun.
And over the years, marami kang mga achievements na nakamit niya throughout your powerlifting career. Nag-upisa ka 2011 up until now. Marami kang naiambag ng mga memorable mga moments when it comes sa powerlifting. Before itong bagong World Depth record, ano siguro ang pinaka-highlight na achievement na inyong nakamit nga during the powerlifting career, bago ito yung panibago na world deadlift record, Sir Reggie?
Yung sa 2014 yata yun. Hindi. Wait lang, 2014 ba yun? Yeah, 2014 yata yun sa Iran. Nag-set ako ng 4 Asian records doon. I think if I get this correctly, I was also the first Filipino that time and a young boy to set 4 Asian records. So that was squat, bench press, tsaka deadlift, tsaka total in one competition, not separate competition. So yun, nakuha ko yun. Puro yun junior records. And then, nag-second na ako sa Worlds. Then, actually, yun yung highest ko, yung nag-second ako sa Worlds sa total talaga. And then, what else? Yun, yung Asian records ko for the past few years. Kasi palagi ko naman binibreak yun eh. And then, until nag-open ako. So, yung open, ito na yung greatest achievement ko.
And
24 years old and above, itong world record na to sa open. Ito yung greatest achievement ko.
ayun. And of course, This year, marami kang mga competitions na nilaukan itong si Paring Reggie. One of them is the Asian Championships kung saan nagkaroon ka ng bagong national and Asian record sa deadlift. The same category na natamo mo yung bagong world record. It was 265 for 0.5 kilograms dito sa Asian level. Pero at least it is a great achievement for you at of course marami kayong pasensya, sakripisyo, mga iba't ibang oras sa training ang inyong pinagdaanan para lang makamit nga itong national Asian record. Can you walk us through dun sa nangyari earlier this year na nakuha mo itong bagong record na ito para dito sa deadlift sa Asian level muna?
I'll walk you through from that
Sa
from that
Asian
event
record
until
po,
now.
dito sa nangyari nga dun sa Asian Championships muna.
Okay. Kasi mahirap marinig yung medyo mahirap. So ang ibig mo sabihin lang is ikwento ko lang yung about doon sa prep ko at saka yung mga nangyari sa Asian, ganon.
Yes po, yes po, yes po.
Sige, sige. Doon naman sa Asian Championship na nangyari na yon is um kakabalik ko lang talaga kasi noon ng competitive equip powerlifting. And then since hindi naman siya bago sa akin, I tried to push through at that time, and then nakita naman na may chance ako kasi mabilis nag-adapt yung katawan ko since yung muscle natin may memory na rin yan when it comes to whatever you have experienced before, and I've been experienced this equip powerlifting since I was young. So it took me some months, maybe few months, and then kasi after nung nag-compete ako ng nationals and then few months Asian na agad yun, then kakabalik ko lang noon kasi during the pandemic, hindi talaga ako nag-training. 4 years talaga ako nag-stop. Wala akong powerlifting. You would see me in the road, you would never think that I powerlift. No, because ako yung klase ng katawan na pag hindi nag-training, papayat talaga magiging normal. Para lang akong normal computer gamer, ganon yung look ko. Yun. So, from then, nag-set lang ako ng mind ko na kukunin ko siya. Maganda naman yung result doon. Sobrang saya ko sa result na yon. Nag-third ako nun sa total, tapos nakapag-set ako ng Asian record. From that time, hindi ko pa masyadong nakita yung importansya ng ibang bagay besides training at saka kain. Sobrang taas na importansya ng tulog at saka yung pag-aayos ng katawan mo. So papasok dun yung PT, yung mga physical therapist natin. Pag may nakita ka, may nakilala kang magaling na umayos ng katawan, you better stick with that guy kasi ang taas talaga ng wear and tear, or ang taas ng chances na something will ache, something will like be persistent na masakit doon, and then akala mo soreness lang, mag-get over mo lang. Hindi, minsan talaga it's either may tight na muscle, it's affecting your nerve, it's either you're compromising because some parts of your body are weak and you are disregarding or not, or you are like looking na overlook mo yon, and because you think that because your sport is just linear, so when we squat it's just up and down, when you press it's up and down, when you deadlift just up and down, but a lot of muscles are actually in that part or playing their part to do that certain move. And then pag na-overlook mo yon, magkakaproblema ka, mag-weight shift. Number one yan, magkaka-weight shift ka. Bakit ka magkaka-weight shift? Kasi nga, hindi malakas yung ibang parte ng katawan mo, magko-compromise yung katawan mo. And then from there, pag na-overuse mo yon, akala mo soreness lang. It's not. You need to get fixed. So yun, napuno yun sa buhay ko, yung mga PT, tumulong sa akin. And then, yeah, actually I owe it. I owe my win to them talaga, yung mga PT. Kasi I knew it. I knew it before pa. I got it. Mag-world record na talaga ako before pa. Alam ko naman na yun. Nagkulang lang ako sa training, and then nag-training ako, and then may kulang because I was there but I couldn't get it because my body wasn't at the peak, at the optimum state. Because as for a powerlifter, I'm a really old lifter na. I started in 2011. And even before that, I was already lifting for some other purpose, like ballet. And then 2024 na, 2024 magto 2025 na. So I would say 15 years na ako nagbubuhat. And it would be impossible if walang wear and tear na nangyayari sa katawan ko and walang mga chronic pain na pabalik-balik. Imposible yan, meron at meron yan. At hindi mo magagawa yun sa pagbubuhat at pagbubuhat lang. Kailangan mo magpaayos sa PT. My win is actually because of my girlfriend and because of my one friend also, Raymond, and then ang mga sponsor namin, and then yung mga PT. They are it. If wala sila, sinasabi ko na ngayon, kung wala sila, I would be failing all the time. I would be coming short, coming short, coming short. Kasi the problem was not the strength anymore, it was the recovery.
And of course, sabi nga natin, yung mga nasa behind the scenes na pala, ibigyan natin ng utmost credit and respect nga dito sa naging performance niya sa Asian Championships nga sa Hong Kong. And going into the World Championships last month, dyan po sa Iceland, sabihin natin, ikaw ang kauna-unahang Pinoy powerlifter na nakapag-attain ng World Open record sa deadlift. The original record na na-set ninyo was 275 kilograms. Pero ikaw ay nakapag-buhat ng 275.5 kilograms. So,
Mm.
5.5 kilos ang natin mo world record. So, can you take us through dito sa inyong naging performance and how do you assess yung nangyaring dyan po sa World Open Network Powerlifting Championship, even into the squat and bench press categories. And sabi nyo na after all these years, ikaw na talaga ang magiging world record. Natupad mo na ang pangarap mo na maging isang world record holder.
Oo. Yeah. Ang setting of that world record was a long time coming na talaga. Kasi, even pa man before, nung sa juniors pa ako, the world record was 240 for the juniors and I was hunting that one. I end up coming short kasi a lot of factors are coming in also. Yung buhat mo sa gym would never be the same all the time sa competition. There's always some factor na, yung factor na kailangan natin i-take into consideration. So, pwedeng either mas lalakas ka sa competition or hihina ka. So, yung pagka-cut ng weight, number one sa akin yun kasi my walking weight was always 58, but at that time, kailangan ko mag-cut down into 52. So, 6 kilos talaga nawawala sa akin, 6 kilos plus. And that's not fat, that's muscles na. Kasi lean talaga ako at 58. So, like my body fat was 10 to 12% lang all the time. So, yeah, juniors pa lang, I was aiming for that world record. And then, nung nag-pandemic, and then over that one, I was just trying to get back. And I was happy that I qualified. And then, long story short, ngayon, nag-world championship. Sa squat ko doon, at that time, dito sa world championship na to, was quite far away from our target kasi ang target ko talaga 260. But some things happened there at the back of the stage. We couldn't get it quite right and it wasn't for us. So we moved on. Squat, it was okay. It was still good. Nakapasok tayo. Hindi tayo na-disqualified. And then sa bench, yung bench ko, some technicalities on my part, kasi nanibago ako sa carpet nila. Kasi yung carpet, dapat sa atin, karamihan sa nationals, yung carpet, makapit lang yun at saka hindi ganun kakapal, manipis lang. Pag apak mo, parang ground na agad. Doon sa World Championship, para siyang ganito kahaba, para siyang mga 2 centimeters na pag apak mo, lulubog ka parang sa grass. So yung sapatos ko at saka yung leg drive ko hindi sanay doon. So pag push ko, nag-forward yung pa ako. So out of balance ako. Though walang problem sa power. And then, technicalities na naman sa third. So, yeah. Sa squat, I did 230. Sa bench, I did 140, 140, yeah, 147. 147 yata yun, 147 and a half pala.
7.5 at nakita ko sa post.
Yun. Di ko na maalala nga buhat kayo. So yun. Tapos sa deadlift naman, um, we looked at it sa warm-up. Sa warm-up, it felt okay, but I only really knew that whatever we put in the bar, I'll pull. I'm not even kidding. I can lift way more than that. I was so sure than what I said, but we have to make sure na makuha lang namin. So, nung nag-275 na, that was the standard, but I couldn't lift 275 lang. Kasi may magli-lift din ng 275 rin, pero mas magaan siya sa akin. At ang favor ng world record is to the lighter guy. Yun. Kasi in the benefit yon na mas dehado siya. Ganun yung rule. So I have to lift more than what he's lifting. So 0.5 was enough because if you are over the world record na 0.5 is enough. But if under world record ka, you have to lift 2.5 minimum, 2.5 kilos. So nag-over naman kami. So banatan na lang talaga siya ng half a kilo, 500 grams. And then I was a stronger guy that day. So I got the world record. Yun lang talaga yun. No other explanation. I was a stronger guy that day and I got that record and that's it.
And of course, it would be a great help for you dahil of course, marami kang mga naabot ng mga medalya, marami kang naabot ng mga panalo sa inyong career. So, ano siguro ang pinaka-highlight na itong journey ninyo sa World Championships ninyo? Dahil ano natin maganda ang mindset na inyong pinapakita nga during this competition.
Mm. Ang highlight and the reason that why I got this world record, ganun ba?
Oo, and bukod pa yan, yung mga factors na
Oo,
inatin ninyo, yung nabot
actually,
ninyo.
yeah. Yan yung pinaka-importante actually na kailangan kong ibahagi is that the people around you. The people around you, hindi siya yung normal story mo na a hero or yung anong tinitingnan mong movie na pag nag-iisa ka, hindi ka talaga magtatagumpay, ito ganyan. Ganyan sa mga movie. Sa totoong buhay, ganun din talaga. When you're at the peak, yung pinaka, it's either make it or break it to be the best. Not just good, to be the best or be the greatest, what you can ever be. Not just your standard, but at the world standard, is you really need a lot of help. Number one dyan is yung recovery mo. You gotta recover, right? So you need good food. And then if doon papasok yung mga diet. So yun, I thank my sponsors for that one. Yung nag-aayos sa katawan ko, yung PT namin, yung pace rehab, and, prehab and rehab. Sobrang laking tulong na sa akin kasi I always come short. I thank the people. Sa nagpo-push sa akin, yung girlfriend ko, sobrang naniniwala siya sa akin. So yun, yung mga hindi ko na-realize before, they made me realize, especially Raymond, my friend. He's always been pushing me. And then the one who is like a dad figure in the powerlifting. Okay, besides my coach, the guy who I started from, at until now, siya lang naman talaga yung coach ko is si Eddie Torres. Yun yung main namin na would make things possible talaga. Tulong niya, mga gamit, whatever you need. So yun, it's as long as he sees that there's potential and it's realistic, he's going full support for us. Hindi lang ako yung sinusuportaran niya. Yun. So, if anything, Gab, it's really the people because for me, inside, it's a long time coming. Matagal ko na talaga nakuha yun. Kaso nga lang, kinukulang talaga ako. And yun, ang mga tao sa paligid ko. Papasalamat ako sa kanila talaga. Yun lang talaga, sila. Sila, walang iba. Yun.
And of course, after nitong World Open Record, anong gusto mong goal na inyong makakamit ng isang BG Ramirez? Kasi at the age
Mm.
of 21, na abot mo na yung World Open Record. Pero it's not too late, kahit matanda ka na, maabot mo pa rin yun. So, ano ang susunod na goal ninyo?
Actually, powerlifting, mas lalakas ka pa until 40s mo eh. So, magpa-prime ka, magpipeak at 40s. So, I'm only 31 right now. Marami pang ma-achieve. So, ang goal ko, is to become a world champion, and then at the same time set the world record even higher, the deadlift world record even higher. Yeah, that's just my goal, to set it higher and higher and higher and to become world champion. Those two. And then longevity naman, kung gusto ko talaga hindi lang ako makakamit nun. Gusto ko matulungan yung iba if they are willing, if they have the commitment, if magpo-push through sila, they have the same mindset and goal that nothing else matters right now but their goals. Yon, yung mga klaseng taong ganun na would willing to invest in themselves. I mean, isa yun sa mga goal ko na to guide them and to make them to get them what they deserve. Yun lang. Tatlo. So yun.
Okay,
Yun yung
and
goal ko.
yan kasi ang ilan sa mga ine-expect ninyo ng mga goals along the way at mukhang hindi ka pa magre-retiro this time around pero gustuin mo muna na may pagpatuloy nga yung career ninyo sa powerlifter and of course the other job nga as being a coach sa mga bawatang powerlifters natin. So siguro ano yung mensahe na lang sa mga bata nating nag-aspire na magpa-powerlifting someday na katulad mo isang world record holder.
Well, mensahe ko sa mga magsa-start or nagsa-struggle, nakapag-start na but is in the spiral thing or up and down kind of progress, or people who are doubting themselves even when they are there already, started na. You gotta talk to yourself. You gotta know what you want. Kailangan mo malaman yan. And then, kailangan mong magmuni-muni. Kasi nagsasayang ka ng panahon eh. Whatever you do, ano man yung ginagawa mo, powerlifting or not, pinagkakabalahan mo yan, pinagbibigyan mo ng panahon yan. If anything, you must know what you want. Know what you want. And when you know, for whatever reason, because you are happy, because you like the pressure, you just can't explain yourself, but you really want it, that's the start. And then you have to commit. And then you have to be smart at the same time because you just can't do it alone. You gotta eat right, gotta sleep well, you gotta train right. So you better find the people that can help you. Okay? Because the main reason right there is not to just have friends. Yun lang. Don't try, don't get distracted. Distraction is the main thing. You have to remain focused and your eyes, your ears, your mind will be only towards that thing that what could make you better. Yun lang, gawin mo para sa sarili mo. And everything will just fall into place. Because there's no secret really. You just have to commit. And you have to know that you want what you are doing. You wanna do this. You wanna get down to this. And you wanna see it through till to the last. If you can decide that, just have fun. Okay, because you are going to be miserable if you are getting into the sport that you don't even like or you're not even sure. So you gotta be sure. Yun lang yun.
Okay, so Sir Reggie, I wish I could have more time to interview you, pero
No
papasok na
problem.
ako sa DWIC para makapag-report nga sa ating
Walang problema,
programa.
Gab.
So, Sir Reggie, ang pagpapasalamat ay gusto niyong i-shoutout para makapag-pinasok sa ating interview natin. And of course, congratulate to you para dito sa recent success nga sa World Open Air Championship at kanina nyo muli i-dedicate ang inyong mga pananaw.
Hindi man natin maisa-isa lahat dyan, but I hope they can be mentioned. They are the main people who got my back. And then the rest who helped us, who sponsored us. Palagi kayo nasa puso ko. Nagpapasalamat ako. Sa inyo tong panalo na to, ako lang yung naging instrumento para sa bayan natin. Yun lang naman talaga yun. It's just that, in this era, I am. But in the next, there will be other ones too. And I am just thankful to be able to be a part of this win. Yun lang talaga. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
And of course, maraming salamat, Reggie, for having us here sa ating programa. Gustuin man natin magtagal itong interview, pero kailangan na tayong matapos agad. At of course,
No
congratulations
problem.
on your recent successful win, World Equip Powerlifting Championship sa Iceland. And we look forward to interview again pag meron kang panibagong na namang achievement and of course medal na mapapalunan ninyo either on the Asian level and also on the world level. So thumbs up and smile para sa ating picture.
Okay.
Alright?
Gab, i-cut mo na lang ha. I-cut mo na lang. Gusto ko rin pasalamatan yung coach ko kasi isa lang naman talaga yung coach ko. So, alam naman niya yung coach ko. Papasalamat ako sa kanya. Wala naman ako ibang coach yung uncle ko. So, yun lang naman ha. Idagdag mo na lang doon kung if ever malagay mo, ha?
Sige po.
Okay, Gab.
Thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Reggie, thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you, Gab.
And congratulations on your recent win.
Salamat sa panahon mo.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.